So next up, I want to introduce you to how we can take simple payments across our websites without using WooCommerce. So none of all of the bloat and all of the additions of products and everything else that you need to configure with WooCommerce. We can simply take payments with one click of a button, and it is super easy to set up. So we're going to work with a PayPal button now. So if you have some content on your website that perhaps you wanted to sell to your visitors, then you could use these kinds of buttons then to take a payment from them. So in this section here, this is just basically ripped from my Ricky Wallace website, because if we go to my Ricky Wallace website, you will see that I just have this exact same section there where I'm basically just giving these away as lead magnets to capture my visitors' websites. So I've just copied that into here. I've just rebuilt it and redesigned it. And this is going to be a great use case of where we might want to start charging our visitors for these downloads. So this is an ebook that I've created. I've created several ebooks in the past as lead magnets. Some of them I've charged for, some of them I've given away for free for their email addresses. It's a really good lead magnet ebooks because they're easy to produce. It's just your time and you can capture people's email addresses. So let's say that we now want to start charging our visitors for these books. Let's say that you might have a course, you might have an ebook, a PDF, some documents, some images, whatever it is that you want to sell, you can create that with these buttons. So let's actually do that now. So I'm going to type in PayPal here, and we can see that there is a PayPal button. So I'm going to drag this down into here so that we have this button here. You can see this is pulling in the global default styles for our button, so that works really well. And now we can see that we've got some bits to complete over here. So we need, obviously, if we're taking PayPal accounts, PayPal payments, we need a PayPal account first of all. And I believe that you do need to have a business PayPal account. Now, if you have a personal one, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't cost anything to create a business one either. You just need to put in some information there to be able to accept payments from the PayPal page. So go ahead and create a PayPal. Absolutely try your personal to see whether your personal PayPal works, but I'm pretty sure it only works with a business PayPal. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in one of my emails, one of my accounts. I have a business account with PayPal. So that's grow@rickywallace.co.uk. And with that, we can then decide what we want to do. So do we want to add a checkout, a donation, or a subscription? So for this ebook, I'm going to ask for a checkout. And now we can give this item a name. So let's just basically copy and paste what we put in here. So 17 SEO myths to put to bed in 2023. So we can come back to our button now, and we can just basically paste that in because this is basically going to be my item name. So 17 SEO myths to put to bed. And then I'm going to do a dash ebook. So like that. So now we can give it a SKU. I can give this anything. I'm just going to say ebook 001. So that it has a SKU number there. We can now give this a price and the currency. So let's say that I wanted to charge in United Kingdom Great British Pounds, or Euros, Great British Pounds. Let's say that I wanted to charge, I don't know, £9.99. We're going to add one of these for every purchase. There isn't going to be a shipping price because it's a download, and then we can add tax if we need to. So with that configured, we can now come down to the button and style that however we want. So we can change the text there. So we could say purchase now, something like that. You can choose whether to have the icon or not. I'm going to remove the icon. If you did want to use the PayPal icon, of course you can use that. So that is okay. And then we've got the additional options down here. And this is where we're going to then want to add a redirect. So let's say, for example, if we come back to our dashboard here, let's say that we drag our ebook into here. it's going to give you a URL. So let's say, for example, that this image here is the ebook that you want to sell. You've got a file URL just here, right? So copy that URL, and then you can come back to your button here and you can paste your redirect after success. And what that is going to do is once they've selected purchase now and completed payment, it's going to redirect to that download, and that download will automatically be downloaded from their browser. So that is how we can start selling stuff from your website without WooCommerce. Now, of course, there's lots of different ways that you could do it. You could have a redirect after success to a sign up page where they had to put in their details. And then from there, once they've signed up and submitted, you could set that up with your autoresponders. Maybe you're using something like Sendinblue to send your emails. You can then send them an email through Sendinblue with a link or an attachment with that book. So lots and lots of ways that you can do that. Just because I've showed you that one way doesn't mean that that is the only way. You can get really, really creative with this as well with the redirect. So that is how we can start taking payments with that. And if we actually get this set up, so let's just go ahead, and in fact this won't work because this is locally. So if I actually come along to preview here, going to publish this with this. I don't think this will work because this is a local website, but let's have a look anyway. So normally what would happen, we'd come down, select purchase now, and then, okay, so it does. So then basically it takes our visitors to this page where they can then log into their PayPal account and then complete a payment. And once they've completed that payment, then it's going to redirect to your download page. So that is a really, really simple way and a very cool way to take payments straight from your web pages using a simple PayPal button. And of course, just like you do with anything else, we can completely change how that button looks and style and how it's styled. I'm going to just go along and change that text color maybe to black. Not to text, and then over hover, that is already black as well. So again, just a very, very simple way. So that is going to bring this lesson to an end. In the next lesson, we're going to do exactly the same, only this time we're going to work with a stripe button.